get right to the latest drama for the Kennedy family. Douglas Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy's son, on trial right now. He is facing accusations of harassment and child endangerment after that heated argument with nurses earlier this year over whether or not he could take his newborn out of the hospital. ABC's John Mueller has the very latest on the day's events. John?
Amy, it should be another dramatic day in court. A maternity ward nurse already testifying that Kennedy twisted her arm and kicked another nurse to the floor. Kennedy's lawyer stating the nurses were overly aggressive and the father simply wanted to get his newborn son some fresh air. This was Douglas Kennedy on surveillance video allegedly getting physical with nurses trying to take his newborn son Beau out of the hospital back in January. And this was a more subdued Kennedy on Monday outside of a Mount Kisco, New York courthouse.
I'm just very grateful that the day is finally here.
The youngest son of the late Robert Kennedy is now on trial, accused of child endangerment and harassment, all because of this clash. At the time, the new father told nurses he wanted to take his 2-day-old son out for fresh air. But as he headed for the elevator, they stopped him and called security, arguing Kennedy didn't have permission. So Kennedy headed for the stairwell. And that's where prosecutors say things really got rough. Just watch as a nurse falls back on the ground. In court Monday, prosecutors told a judge Kennedy intentionally kicked that nurse. But defense attorneys countered he was only instinctively trying to protect his new child.
It's been very difficult for Douglas and his family.
On Monday, Angela Adamo, the first nurse who talked with Kennedy, told the judge, quote, "I didn't know what to say. It didn't make any sense for him to take the baby out for air. We don't take babies out." Adamo said she called her supervisors and then security. "I was trying to do anything to keep the baby from leaving the unit." But when Kennedy's attorney asked if there was a policy against a father taking his baby outside, Adamo admitted she had, quote, "never seen one." Meantime, Monday, nurses from the area showed up in court wearing red T-shirts to support their colleagues.
They're there to do their job, and they were supposed to protect the baby, and that's what they tried to do.
Outside of court, Kennedy said he's looking forward to putting it all behind him.
Feeling ready for this to start, and I thank you very much, and hopefully everything will turn out okay.
Now, Kennedy's attorneys argue not only were the nurses confrontational, but even seeking personal gain. Defense attorneys paint the nurses as looking out for the child's best interests. Amy?
All right, John, thanks so much.